Hello everybody, XJoe81X, and on the tubes today I'm going to be showing you my brakes. You say to yourself, wait, why? Why does it matter? Basically, in the previous video, I'll put a link in there that I changed the back brakes. This is a 2019 Toyota Highlander SE. I'm going to try to do this in real time. This is if you want to inspect your brake pads. This is if you want to inspect your brakes, your rotors, take your tire off. Depending on the make and model and the rims, sometimes you could just put your hand in there, take a picture. You could get a little bit of a mirror. You could, I don't know. So sometimes also the best way is to just take the effing thing off and physically look at it in your hand. So this is going to be how I personally do this. Okay, the very first thing you don't want to do is try to get some elbow room, and you want to put your car or truck in a safe position. The second thing you would want to do is pick it up so the rim turns, or it was going to turn. Right. Okay, so that means you have enough clearance underneath to take it off. I'm using an airbag. You could use anything you want, because you know what? Doesn't matter what I say. You could put 2 goddamn bricks under it if you feel like it. And when you feel the car is in the right position, this is the next step. These Toyotas can possibly be the same. Check your car, your truck, your manufacturer. These are going to be 21 millimeter. This is a foreign car. Toyota is foreign. Doesn't matter if it's made in Kentucky or Mexico. It's a foreign company, Toyota. So we're going to use 21 millimeter socket to remove the wheels. I just so happen to get lucky and have one of these Allomans. Lefty righty, tighty righty, lefty loosey, tighty righty, right? Right. So let's take them off. Again, 21 millimeter. It's wet because I just tried to hose it down, because today is November 1st. 2024. Everything is leaks, wet. Everything's still dirty. Everything has a obnoxious coating to it. Okay, we cleared this hurdle. Now you take the rim off. It'll be funny putting it back on. Move the tire out of your way. Sure it doesn't roll on you. Okay, what we have here is the front rotors and brakes. You could take a quick look. You can inspect other things. There's a pulley back here. There's a sway bar here. Blah, blah, blah. So we're going to look at the brakes. Sometimes what you want to do is run your fingers up here. You want to test for weighting, divots. Listen, that's on you. Let me double check the camera. We got a good angle. Wow, we got a great angle. So the second thing would be is to try to pop off these calipers, these caliper pistons, so you could take the brake shoes apart from the car, if that makes sense. This is a Toyota, so it takes millimeter, 14 millimeter. Okay, righty tighty, lefty loosey. You're backwards. If you don't know what that is, take the socket and go left is resistance, right is ratchet. When you invert that, it's going to be the same, see? So now you get it to a point where maybe you want to hold it, smack down. There you go. Now, those were a little loose. It's okay. I think I checked the front of these off camera another time, but now we're on camera. So here we go. We got it, we tighten it, we get a little, oh, there we go. Again, a little loose for me. We could put this on the side. We could loosen this, loosen this. You take the bottom one off completely if you want, but it's up to you. Here they are. Put them in a position where you're not going to lose them. Sometimes in the back, in my last video, there was the strut tower. We're going to just put this right behind me on the brick. Now we're going to loosen this to the point where it's loosened. Now you can pivot this. These were a little tight. I have to get a flat blade. So let's see if I can do it by hand. It could show, oh, there might be two pieces in here. We'll see. What I'm trying to say is they hold the, what do you call it, together? The pads. I'm sorry, I'm off camera. Okay. So it might mean it's loose. It just means persuasion. There we go. See, did you get that? There we go. So let's bring this out. Okay. You can leave this like this for now. We're going to look at it later. This is a double piston. Sometimes I like to. So now what you want to do is look at your brake pads. Technically, you could look at them, but we're going to take them off because we're on camera still, right? Yeah, of course we are. So here's these little springs. You want to just pull them out. It doesn't matter as long as they look the same. You could take pictures of this. You could go back to a video. It's totally up to you if you think you're doing it incorrectly. I should get a flat blade screwdriver because, okay, here's one piece. Again, just leave it off to the side. Make sure nobody steps on them. Do. See, and now these things want to move. So they're very wet because I just hosed the car, but okay, here we are. We just took these two pieces, these two things off. Again, out of the way, you don't want to step on them. We're going to leave this like this. You're going to pull one brake pad out with your hand. If you can use a flat blade. So let's see how loose these brakes are because I installed them a couple of months ago and I put some grease on. This comes right up. It's a pivot system, okay? This is going to be this side. You can determine what side goes on what due to the fact that this groove here made an imprint. And here we are. They have plenty of meat. Let's see, can you see? Yes, you're in frame. You have plenty of meat. Now what you want to do is flip them on the side and you want to see, if you can, if there's a wear pattern. And if there is less meat on one side or the other, that means one of these two, if not both pistons, are not perfectly squeezing these pads. They're doing this. So this is pretty much worn out, completely good. I'll hit that with a rag and some compressed air off camera. I do see this. I don't know if you could see it perfectly right here, but I do see a little divot here. You see that in the camera? Yes, you do. That divot might be this rust spot right here. Again, this is just preliminary. These are just coming off so we could check the wear pattern. There's no special way of putting them back in except leaving them the way they are. Okay, this has the same thing. Perfect. This has a little divot on top. You could see that. That means the wear pattern in the back. And there's a little bottom divot too, just like the one. Let's see, you could see that? There you go. So that's almost 90% of it working. We'll compressed air all this later. So let's take a quick look-see. So just by the naked eye, the outside, it has a little bit more meat than the inside. That could be because the pistons are the first thing that touch these, and it's the first thing that touches the rotor, so it wears out. But if you take a quick look, hit pause, and you look at the line right down the middle, perfect. They're both wearing out perfectly, which means that those pistons are talking to these two, caliper is talking to these two caliper pistons correctly. We'll move that on the side. We're going to hit pause because the compressor shut off and I'm blowing out the sprinklers the same time that I'm talking to you right now. Please excuse me. Okay, so at this point in time, I want to remove this screw nut, get it out of the way, and I want to take this piston, and be careful of the hose. You're supposed to suspend it, but you can leave it here. Just try not to kink this brake line. So the next thing you want to do is turn these, and see if there's any play. These are kind of tight. You want some play. You want some rubber play. There we go. So we're going to pop one out. Be careful of the rubber boot, because then you'll have to. So I like to hold it and kind of wiggle the nut, and it comes off of like a lip. Yeah, you'll see. There we go. So this is probably from the factory because it's black. You really don't want to have anything right here. At least that's what the internet says. I'll probably going to reapply some stuff. So I just wanted to show you. We'll put that back. I want to take the bracket off if it allows me. So you put that back. It goes in, kind of wiggle it like that. And you want to, there you go. I don't know if you got that. And then you want to turn it and move it back and forth. Now the rubber is now on the bolt, but the rubber stays free. Let's do the same with the bottom. They're a little tight, but they're wearing together. I don't know why. See, this one's very thick, and this one is kind of pitted. So I'm going to clean that off and replace it with silicone. But for some reason, they still use these bottom grommets. So we'll put it back. Okay, now the bottom is going to be 17 millimeter. Again, if you don't have the right tools, don't try to take them off. I'm going to try to take the rotor off. In order to take the rotor off, you have to take this bracket off. And we're going to take this bracket off. We're going to try to. So if you take your ratchet and you put it back on this bolt, you realize you went down with it. And okay, so let's go. Let's get a little bit of persuasion. 17 millimeter is for the housing, the bracket housing. It's going to go this way. The reason why I have this is because it's just tight. It has never been taken off from the factory, so it's going to give me a little bit of a problem. That's why I have this thing. And unfortunately, it doesn't work in cars because you have no oomph. So let's put it on. Okay, it's right here. Might have to hit it. But okay. There we go. We loosened it. Tightening it is always fun. There we go. All right. Now that it's loose, let's go to the bottom bolt. Ooh, that's a little bit harder. Okay, let's throw your body into it. Ready? Yeah, we got it, we got it. I actually could find out the torque setting because the torque wrench is no bigger than this. So I can find out the torque setting. Now the problem is finding the orientation of the bolt and trying to loosen it and without hurting the car. Yeah, see? See now how loose that is? Okay, try to do it in real time. I don't care if it's an hour. Okay. These are going to come right off. I'll look up the torque settings. Should torque it back. I didn't torque the backs, but there's enough oomph. I'll torque the front. Probably like 45 pounds. Look at these babies, huh? Whew. It's the same as the back. If you didn't watch my back video, waka waka, you should. Just righty tighty, lefty loosey, take your time, hold the bracket. Again, you're not going to hurt it, you're taking it, wow, this is heavy. You're taking it off, it's not going to hurt anything. Oh, this is it. The hardware, I'm going to hit it with compressed air. I'm going to just hit it with a rag, you know, like this. I'm not doing a full clean. They went in before, they'll go in again. I will clean these pistons. I'll move the camera. But the next step is to take the rotors off. I'm going to take everything off as if, you know, as posed the video. So we took that off. Again, be conscious, be aware, be careful with this. The rotor is actually supposed to come right off because the only thing holding it is the hub. So I'm going to get a rubber mallet. If not, I'm going to get 2 screws, which I did in the back. Okay, we're back. Again, nothing happened, but so what you want to do is try to take the rotor off. There's nothing else holding the rotor. It's just naturally stuck because this hub from the factory stops and goes, and it's hot and cold, and we're in the northeast. What you want to do is find out that there's nothing back here and find out where the shield stops and goes. So I'm good right about here. We're going to go like this. Smack, smack, smack. 2-3 times, otherwise I'm putting the bolt. What you want to do is hold the caliper. You don't want it to fall and then it yanks and then now you got a fucking brake job and you're replacing hoses. So let's just take a quick look. Well, it's not coming out. And it's completely disgustingly rusty. Sometimes you want to bang it forward. Sometimes now you bang it back. Awesome, not coming off. That's no problem. The air compressor has a leak. Who gives a shit? You put these screws in, and these screws back off the hub. I use these on the back. Again, watch the effing video. Little at a time. Again, real time. Not, oh, I'll be right back, and then the tire's on. And then you couldn't do it. You're not hurting the brakes. You are just pushing a bolt in the back of the... Ow. Did that before. Did that last week too. Fucking thumb. Got caught on the fucking hub. Fucking doing stupid shit. This is what you do when you fucking stupid shit. That's what happens when fucking Chinese shit doesn't come off. Fucking asshole. Okay, Jimmy, we're back. So we just keep fucking working at it. Because eventually it's going to hit the back of something and it might pop or it might not. It gets annoying because I'm trying to use a tool. I'm trying to use a tool that doesn't hurt anything, you know? Don't want to hurt the job. Don't want to hurt the studs. Real time, right? Real time. This is only to fucking replace the rotor or to inspect it or to take it off if you have a guy or a girl that actually turns around and recuts these. But nope, no one recuts them anymore because it's cheaper to just swap them out. And now it's unseasonably warm, so guess what happens? All these little bugs come back. They're all friggin' whacking around. Here we go. I see the hub moving. The hub has to break. You could still hit it. Remember, hold this. Yeah, see that? There we go. Just like a tire. Front and back, you're not hurting anything. Now, comes off the studs, and you're exposing the back. And this is what you were trying to do. You push these bolts on this rim. Now what you could do is flip it upside down. You're not going to hurt it. You take these out, spin them out. You don't need them. Sorry, it's on the ground. Don't want to get my legs dirty. You know, and not for nothing, it comes with different sizes. But if you find the right size, you're going to ruin the bolt and a little bit of the hole. But it doesn't stop the mechanics of the car working. That's just because they said to themselves while inventing this car, or a car, hey, what happens if metal on metal gets stuck? I don't know, Mr. George. So, that's the hub. So what you can do, if you want, you can take a little of the mallet and you could kind of take off the excess schmutz. Put it the other way if you want. You're not going to hurt it that much, and you could get it off the ground. And you don't really want to do that too because you're marring up the studs. But you could see how. Let's see. It's amazing. So what do they use? Different material inside that gets rusty. These things are 25 pounds. Obviously it has to be sprayed. And it's just, look at it, it's just, you can't even make it up. Just stuffed up. It's just, ugh. And the vent holes too. There's holes right here that probably cool the brakes that go through here. Ugh. And you can see the brake pad where, can you see that? Can you see where the brake pad is stuck? Because this gets all the road dirt. We don't want to do that either. Okay. Whew. Compressor stopped. Oh, Jesus. Let me get this out of the way. I'm going to hit pause because the compressor stopped. Because if you listen to what I was saying before, I'm blowing out the sprinklers as I'm making you this video. So at 23 minutes, please hold. So the next step would be, if you choose, if you have a wire wheel or a drill or a handheld piece like this, is to take the hub and just ever so slightly get rid of the stuff that stops it from prevents it from coming off easily. Again, a wire wheel, I'm not going nuts right here, right now, because it's a little bit late in the day and I don't choose to get more tools. I can tell you about the tools. Anything that mimics this, just be careful. You're not going to hurt the car. You just don't want to, look. You can put silicone in here, Oh, shit. All right, so we're good. See, we're still good. It fell. It's all right. I just hit the hub. Everything is just subject to where we live. Hot, cold. Water, car washes, chemicals. If you want to hit this, oh Jesus, you can hit this like this. Oh, God damn it, it's so heavy. Okay, I just want to see if I can show you. Are we in frame? No, we're not. Right about here. Oh, God. God damn it. They're heavy. They're so heavy. No! Mother fudger. Mother fudger. I can't get the good... Oh, holy cow. We're going to do that off camera. You don't need to see that. Oh. And when I mean off camera, I mean we're going to put it back. Holy cow. It's so heavy. Again, you don't have to clean this. This is nothing. This is just part of the car. Brake dust on it. You don't have to Shitayano, Pecco, everything. Just a couple of Marama. Alright. So while I have the air, it's going to go off because it's a 2-gallon. So you could just hit it. You could hit inside here. If you want to see if that stays. You hit the rim. Sorry, the caliper, the rotor. Once again, can't speak English. Get that out of the way. Gonna get a flathead screwdriver and some brake cleaner. The brake cleaner is this stuff. There's a video in the description, and I do like putting the red thing on because I feel like the stream is better other than it just being whatever. And supposedly there's a black spray nipple right there. I guess you're supposed to line it up. Doop-da-doo, hun. Tape came off, we'll just do that. And again, we'll just lightly hit this. It's not going to be that crazy. We'll hit the caliper. And we'll hit the back of it. Well, no, and that's that. Then I'll take the flathead. Just up that. I'll take the flathead and I'll just scrape some of the rust off. Sorry, yeah. We'll just take some of this stuff that's naturally gonna come off. Maybe it's bad rotors, I don't know. Very, very disgusting. Sorry the video is so long. This is what it takes. If you want to see how you do it, now you could say, well, you don't have to show me, you cleaning it. Why? Why not? Why not? That's the front side. You could spray that when it's already on the car. Why not? Why not? You don't want to see it? I like to show it because some people don't know how like abrasive to be. They go, some people do that. They go, oh, no, you're not going to hurt it. Stop that. Yeah, I mean, you could really get in there, but it'll naturally fall off with the driving. Crazy, right? I think it's disgustingly crazy. Disgusting. I don't think it's normal how dirty it could actually get, how rusty it could get. I didn't do this. I want you to know. All right. Still has a ring to it. Sometimes it could just snap and you'd be like, oh, stop that. Amazon's here. Not for me. Whew. All right. There's nothing you could do. Particles are not going to get where they get. A little bit curious though. A little bit curious on the drip as to why it doesn't get clean. Why is it not cleaning itself? You know? Oh God. You know? You know? Let me run my finger against here. Oh, that's a groove right here. Yep, right there. You could see it. Could have been a rock with a pad. Another thing, see the back? I'm watching the camera. See the back pads? I'm happy. I mean, yeah, maybe they should be scuffed up. I don't have a scuffing tool. They're gonna stop, right? So the pads are on the right. You want to touch the sides, not the back. And you want to put it back in the same orientation that it was. The pads are right here. Now you say to yourself, wait, how do I... Wait, no, calm down. You put this there. Okay, and you put, we'll put this one there. You don't know if it's in the way. You push it back as far as you think you can. Tighten it by hand. Now you take the cleaner again if you want. And overdo it like a wild animal. Now your rotor, if it was replaced or new or recut, now your rotor is back on with a little trick of this. Sounds great. Let's keep it moving. I'm going to put the pistons back. I want to show you how I clean them. Please hold. So what I want to do is remove one piston at a time. Like I told you, you hold the boot, try to get it free and clear, hold the boot, peel the boot back, peel it back, squeeze it out. I don't like this. This is burnt on maybe. This is, yeah, see? Let's get a rag. You want to clean it. Let's see if it has stuff on it. Yeah, this is not the cleanest caliper. Doesn't mean it's broken. Okay, well, sorry. Tis the season. Now you can take a flathead, put it in the groove, and you could clean it with a rag. Am I on camera? On camera? Yeah, I gotta go down low. Clean it with a rag. Then you could take it a little bit more circumference, put it in like that. You could turn it, you know. It doesn't smell burned, but you could put it back in, because then you'll take out more stuff. Put it back in, have it sealed, turn it. It's very hard because you took it all off, and then careful, the thing. God damn it! So there's like black dirt grease in there. So it's a 2019. No one's doing anything. No one cares. All these mechanics, they're just underneath the wire. They have to do a great job. 5 minutes each friggin' wheel, you know? Okay, so I think this is clean enough for me. So now, they say on this, you use any silicone grease, just so happen to be GM. It's exactly the same. Silicone doesn't swell, it doesn't whatever. There's other applications, but they say that it's whatever. It might swell. I like to do this. That's why you wear gloves. You get in all the grooves from the factory because it's not perfect. That's it. Get a nice, and then leave the glop. See what I'm saying? Leave the glop. Put your finger back in there. Clean your hands. You go like this. Leave the glop. Spin it as you turn it in. Spin it. Look at that. See how hard this is? See the little resistance? Look at that. And you're supposed to be able to do this. Beep, 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 beep. Take this out. Come on. There you go. Stop that. This has black grease. Okay, excuse you. We'll leave the black grease. We'll clean the tip here. You don't want anything in this divot. We'll leave the black grease, and the groove is clean. So we'll just apply more. Yay, go fall. We're going to do leaves. We're just going to clean the leaves and charge you the same amount as if we were cutting the lawn. Everybody plays the fool. Don't flag me. Yada da da. So we're doing this. Oh, look at that. Nice. Looky. Put all the excess on. Right? Clean your finger, put it back, twist it as you turn it in. That's very nice. Clean my hands off camera, right? Twist it. Kind of rip. There you go. You got a little boot. Twist it like that. Pump it. And that's the bracket. That's how I service my caliper pistons, or whatever these are called. Now, you can go and take a look, but if it's not broke, we're gonna put them right back. I'm not gonna sit here and clean them. We're gonna put them right back because the brakes were absolutely fine. Oh, thank you. All right, so what you want to do is clean off the best you can. Obviously, there's really nothing here. I want to use a nice piece. Okay, get that out of the way. Take your 2 bolts, one at a time. And you're going to say to yourself, oh wait, how do I put this back? You know how to put it back. Okay, here we go. Find the bolt. Really something I can't teach you. Switch hands. Okay, the bottom one was easier. Just hand tighten it. Bring it back. There we go. Ready? Holy moly. All right. There you go. Well, no, wait. I want to possibly torque it down. So we'll hit pause, we'll go inside. I'll type it in and we'll see if it's an astronomical amount. So the internet said that the brackets are 77 foot-pounds of torque. And then it says that the pins are 25 foot-pounds of torque. So what we're going to do is actually see what 77 foot-pounds of torque are. Changing my gloves because it's disgusting. Beautiful, 80 effing degrees on November 1st. That's nice. Jerk. Fucking jerk. Fucking jerk. Okay. 77 foot-pounds of torque. Let's see what that is. She loves in the hole. This is a ratchet. We go to the top. This way we don't. Oh wow. Yeah, that was the backs are probably tighter. Wow, huh? Yeah, okay. That's what they said. We could play that funky town, you know. Play that funky music, why, boy. Okay, we'll put it back up. Okay, yeah, thank you. This is what happens. We're getting to the point where, see, 40 minutes? I'm tired. Okay, well, one. So that bracket's on. This is on. Now you say, oh, put the pad on. Okay. Oh wait, you gotta press the, all right. So we'll put the back pad on. Real quick, I hit them with compressed air while you were going to the bathroom. Again, there's really no craziness. You just put them on and make sure it's in the same orientation as the pad. So these two go in the back. There's no reason to mix match them. So it's like a pivot. I'll show you the front. Really can't mimic the back. You just have to trust me. Sometimes it's a pain in the arse. Whoop! Whoopa! So now you say to yourself, wait, how do you, don't you need a do-do-do? Right. We do need a do-do-do. We need help. We need a brake caliper thingamajiggy. Well, wait, what do you do? How do you, I don't have that. Should I have bought that before? Should I have bought that after? No. You're going to take a hose clamp, C-clamp, and you're going to do this. I forgot that these were doubles, so this is a little bit of a pain in the ass, but it's not. I'll be right back. So what I didn't do in this application, because I'm just putting on the old, is you could apply this very liberally. Apply it into these metal pieces on both sides and try not to get any on the rim. And you say to yourself, well, what is that? Well, what that does is this is a open and close method, and there's a bracket in there, as you can see, and here's this. Well, what's good is that when you apply it, it gives it a little grease. Now it wears off when it rains and it snows, or even if you wash the car, but the initial grease point is like, like a job well done, like, oh, your brakes are done, hun. So you put some there, and when the brakes, and you put some on there, and when your brakes go like this, it doesn't go but for this application, they didn't squeak before, they're not going to squeak later. We're not replacing anything, we're just mimicking it. Alright, so I don't want to mar up. It is what it is. So you want to be careful. It's very heavy. You got to bring these calipers back. So what I like to do, there's a pivot, there's a piece right back here. See this? It's flat. It's better that this is flat. We could bring this down. Okay, so now we want to just put it in a position where we're going to close the piston slowly and together. Okay. Just want to bring them in slowly because they have to clear. Fluid is now going back up to the reservoir, allegedly, or it's going to the EBS, allegedly. Okay, you want to bring it back a little bit where you think that you have enough. You're not hurting it. I like to go slow. I don't know if it means any difference if you go fast. Just whatever. Pistons have to go back, that's all. Alright, let's see if we have enough clearance. It sucks because then you'll have to repeat yourself. Okay. Get that out of the way. It's alright. Shabbat shalom. And now this is how this goes in. You could do it this way first, get the metal bracket in, and then you could do this way, and then stop that. Then don't forget though, you forgot your little teardrops. And that goes on a little, there's a pinhole there. There's a pinhole there, be careful, because they're gonna wanna like explode like a Lego. This is where it gets a little stupid. You might have to hold it with both hands. You might have to hold it with your thumb, your finger. Now you bring the flathead with you because just a teeny bit right here sticks out. That's all. They're both in. So you see how they do this? That, Jay says, that separates the fronts. So when you brake hard and you let go, the pads and the rotor are not hot and they wear out. So that's supposed to open, and the natural air of the world is supposed to be like, ah, it's like a fart in the wind. So now we're going to inspect the rotor. Sorry, the caliper. We're going to bring it a little bit to me. These are some schmutz. You want to just make sure that the rubber is on. You want to make sure that you don't ruin the rubber. Sometimes it gets dirty. It's the only thing stopping the caliper from working and getting crappy. This is really nothing to do. Okay. Nothing crazy. So now you want to be very careful. You want to flip it. Now what you want to do, if you want to, you take one bolt, put it in here. If you want to, and you start it so you have a pivot point. Excuse me. Okay. So now I have a pivot point. So now what I want to do is, unfortunately, it's a pain, is hold them together until, see how, there you go. You kind of see how that worked out where the metal touched the metal. You don't want to get crazy. You want to, it's crooked, so you want to bring it back. I brought it a little bit too proud. Bring it back a little bit more. Here we go. I don't know if you can see that. Just kind of shake it until it turns on. Bring it this way. Bring it to you. Tighten it. See now this bolt is spinning. What you want to do is either hold it. Okay, now it's spinning. So now you want to get an open-ended wrench. Something that fits it. 14 millimeter. Okay. Here we go. 14 millimeter. Nope, stop that. 14 millimeter. No, that fits that. 14. Okay, sorry. I'm going to use this instead. You could use this. Okay. Now I just want to go back for 25 torque settings just to see how heavy it is. 10, 20, 25. 25 is the torque. Let's see if it reaches. 25 is the torque for the bolts. Okay, keep dropping stuff, no problem. That's what commercials are for. Okay. Let's see if it fits. It may not fit. Fits, but it's just you know, you just gotta be like a smaller style. money though, right? Again, a little bit rudimentary. I'm just trying to see what 25 pounds of torque are. So just kind of tighten it that way. Take this. Take this. It's right here. Okay. Take this back. We'll see if it's torqued. Again, this is just to see what 25 pounds are. Goes this way. I don't have the throw. I don't have, well, maybe this. No. Maybe down here. Oh, you know what? Down here, yeah. I have it down here. Let's see what the oomph is. Okay. Yay! Margarita. Christ. Okay. Get the right tools. Okay. 17 millimeter. Damn it. 17 millimeter. 17 millimeter. Bang, 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 bong, bang, bong, bang. 17 millimeter. 17 millimeter. Bing, bang, bang, bong, bang, bong, bang. Oh, Jesus. Come on. I guess that's it. Right? Right? One of those things, you know? Alright, we'll feel it by hand. And we'll see how much torque we have on it. Oh, yeah, that's about right. What happens when you don't own a lift and you're just trying to do stupid stuff? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Double check the bottom. Torque. Yeah, that's good. That's on. Double check the top. Top to go a little bit more. Top to go a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Take these bolts off because you don't need them anymore because the whole entire bracket is technically on. tires, make it fit. Like, what happens if this is not on right? See? You know? You're supposed to, like, put these on and make sure it's tight. You know? You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't that be tight? Isn't that what makes a wheel wobbly? All right, well, next is putting the tire on. And that's about it, right? Are you comfortable? Are you confident that, oh, look at that, I made a clean spot. Are you comfortable and confident that you can do this? Hit like and subscribe, and next thing you do, what you do is you inspect the brake hose. You realize it's okay, nothing leaking. Put the tire back on if you want. You can start the car now, which compresses the what do you call it? We'll start the car. It compresses the whatever. Maybe you see it move. You guys enjoy that? Really, that's it, right? So we're gonna, put the tire back on it. An hour and 4 minutes. That's with the video, of course. Well, there's really nothing you could do. You could clean stuff, but a lot of people like to get in here and but we'll put the tire back on. The tire is 26 foot-pounds. So these bolts were 25, the bottom bolts were 77, and these are 26. And if you really wanted to just take them off, you could just really take the tire off. You really didn't need to take everything off, but it's good to take everything off and maybe clean it. Maybe, who knows. So we'll save everything for another day. We're going to put everything back on and we'll give you a final job. Oh, holy cow. And this is the hardest part because the wheel is the heaviest. Foot there. Oh. Be careful. And start it by hand. Again, zigzag portion. I like to hit it when it does that. And now "26 foot-pounds of torque." This gun, you just have to hit it ever so slightly. What I'm going to do is take the gun apart because I have the piece right here, and I'm going to do the foot-pounds of torque. I'm going to lower it a little bit. Put this back to 76 foot-pounds of torque because it's set to 25. So you'll loosen it, find the foot-pounds, bring it to about 76. 74, 72, 70, 76. Hit tight it right here. Now the wheel moves a little bit. So what I'm going to do is lower your jack device. I like to not put the whole car on it. Now the tire is on the ground. Now you can start in any pattern. 76. Yep, see the gun? Already hit the 76. It's between this and everything is getting all jammed up. Yeah, the gun's already did its job. It's probably a little bit more, but see? Oh, stop that. All around 76 plus. See? Oh, wait. Yeah, that needed a little oomph. So we'll go around one more time. Okay. Done. 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 I hate the fact that it gets stuck all of a sudden. Don't you think it should wear out as you do this? One more. We'll lower the car, and that's going to be a 2019, thank you, Toyota Highlander front rim removal, brake pad inspection, caliper inspection, this, that, and the third, rotor inspection, and you could either replace the rotor, calipers, pins, clean them. That's the way you do it on this car. A lot of the cars in America and foreign are generally the same. Hit like, hit subscribe. We're going to lower the car. We're going to go on the other side without you, because if you've been watching this, thank you very much. And that is all. Take it easy.